Okay, now I actually retired back in 2015 after teaching for 32 years, and then I was asked to come back and teach computer classes this year at Cordia. So I agreed to do that, but they hadn't had computer classes there since I'd retired. So I asked my students, I said, what do you all want to learn? Because I wanted to try to make it interesting for them and exciting for them. And most of the time what I heard was coding. So I thought, well, what things could go along with coding? So I got on the internet and did a little research, and I found Tinkercad on there, which is a design program that kids can actually design 3D items, 3D objects, and then print them out on a 3D printer. And then I found code.org, and another teacher from Knott County Central had been using code.org in her computer classes and actually teaching it as an AP class. So I thought, well, I have to start somewhere. So I started with those, and then I thought, well, I want to teach them a little bit of programming. So I found this book online, Coding for Beginners, and it's in very easy steps. And I knew I had to start way down here with my kids because they'd never been exposed to anything like that. So I just went ahead, signed them up on code.org. And in my research, it told how the jobs that were going to require coding were going to grow like 12% faster than other jobs. So coding is a big thing. So I signed them up. You can go in there and register as a teacher. And they have lesson plans. They have everything that you need. I had a sickness in my family, so I had to be out some, and they were left kind of on their own with it. But when I came back, I found that they had trouble understanding a few things, probably didn't really, you know, watch all the videos and the lessons like they should. So I know it works better if you can work through most of it with them. So I had to come back and kind of reteach some of it. And then they actually had fun when they got in this little widget. It's got widgets in there that actually let them do some binary coding. And here's some of the things that they did with that. And they said, oh yeah, I get this now. And they really had fun with it. Code.org also has a Minecraft section that I know the kids would enjoy. We've not gotten into that yet. We did like the 2 introductory units of code.org, and it really taught them a lot of good things. And like I said, it got into the binary coding. Then I thought, well, I'm going to switch gears and do a little Tinkercad with them. So they really loved it. It's another design program. You can set your classes up to where you can moderate them. You can get on there and see what they're doing. And this is some of the things that they designed. I couldn't put all of them up here, but they designed a pencil holder. This one designed a doorstop. And this little girl just designed kind of like a toy set, like a picnic set, where pieces fit in the major layout. This one was designing an ice cream cone. This little boy, he's very artistic, and we lost our art program, so he really enjoyed it. He designed this minion. You know, it has basic shapes, it has excellent tutorials that they can get on that actually show them. It has lessons, and so I had them go through all those lessons. But this is what it will look like when he prints it out. So he'll have to paint it, that kind of thing, so they can enjoy the art of it. The 3D printer has already come in, but we haven't hooked it up yet. So they're really looking forward to seeing some of their designs actually printed. Now, Tinkercad also has lesson plans with it. Excellent social studies, math, all of those things. And my kids actually had to measure like the pencil holder. But it has where they can print out 3D maps, election maps, that kind of thing. But you can also use it, like one science class had her kids develop a water filter, and they all had to develop their own water filter. So, you can make yours a little more useful maybe. I just wanted to get mine into the fact that they could do this. And on Tinkercad, if you don't have a 3D printer, you can actually send it to other companies that will print it and send it to you. But on code.org, if you're a verified teacher, you can get, and all you have to do is get on there and apply, and they will give you the key to all the activities, the assessments, everything. So it has different levels. It's got like the lower level, primary, it's got the middle level, and then the 9 through 12. And like I said, the 9 through 12, it can be a year-long course, it can be a 3-week course. But I just wanted to make it, interesting for my kids. This book, I brought it in case anybody wanted to look at it. I worked through the first chapter or two, and it's very step-by-step, so easy. It uses Python programming. And they're going to have a class on that in Prestonsburg on Friday, which I want to take. So we haven't really gotten into this, but I did kind of get them into the code.org and the Tinkercad. I had done a PowerPoint because I didn't know. I thought you had to do one, so I did it early. So I've got a copy of that. You can raise your hand, and I'll bring you a copy of it. But I have the websites on there that you can go to. And I just had to get on there and Google a lot of things. Oh, okay. And this is an example of a code.org lesson plan if anybody wants to look at it. So I'll leave those laying up there for a little bit if anybody wants to look at them. And I'll just leave the PowerPoints here, and you can get that if you want a copy of it. Any questions?